Hi, Matt from Tom's Off-Road. Today we're here to talk about the rear disc brake caliper adjustment. The adjustment for the rear disc caliper is important for pedal feel, the actual braking. If you're not adjusted properly, the caliper will not squeeze as soon as you hit the pedal. It'll take up some of that pedal travel, just trying to get the pads into contact with the rotor. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip some of these pieces off and show you how to adjust using this e-brake actuator lever. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to take this play out of these pads. Basically, once this caliper is slid over, this piston should be pushed out and keeps the slop out of this pad. So in order to do that, we're going to take the cable loose. Set the spring aside, be very careful, make sure that doesn't shoot off into the neighbor's yard. Basically, we're going to cycle this lever a few times, and you can kind of see how it's starting to take up some of the space on this pad. It's taken up quite a bit. But now you'll notice this actuating lever is way far forward. It's rotated quite a bit farther forward, and this is what I'm talking about for the actual brake. You know, the hydraulic portion and the mechanical portion kind of go hand in hand with each other. If this is not set up properly, it will allow that piston to relax too much and then take too much pedal effort to get the piston to activate to the pads. What we're going to do is we're going to take this lever off here. I'm going to take these little washers off as well. I'm going to take the nut, put it back on. If you don't, and you rotate this stud, it can get sucked back into the piston, so you want to make sure you have a way to retain it. Caliper is going to be a little bit different per side. Since both of the levers roll forward, you're going to have to rotate one. In order to adjust it, you'll have to rotate one direction and the other to get it to adjust properly. So what we're doing is we're going to roll this in and then roll it back out, and you'll have to kind of play with it to see, you know, where it's going to land. You can go a little too much, and then you'll kind of just have to start back over. But you'll see that's too far. We want this bracket to have minimal amount of movement, you know, 1/16 of an inch. Just be able to pull it away from this bracket, 1/16, 1/8 of an inch at the most. You can take the bracket and kind of see where it lines up. This has a hex shape as well as the bolt here. See where the flat spot's got to land, and you can kind of get an idea of where your wrench needs to be. The wrench kind of needs to be in this orientation when it comes to a rest. Push the wrench forward, that's going to be where it's going to stop at. So you want to rotate it back. It'll suck into the caliper housing, and you just continue to turn, give it another little turn, and then rotate it back out. Take a look at where that lines up. See, we're getting a little closer, but we're still a little too far away. So just repeat the process till you get where you need to be. That is almost there. We just need a bit more. Once it bottoms out, just take it in just a little bit. Okay, and there you go. You've got your bracket back on, hex heads on there, and when you push forward, there's very little play, you know, but it's not so much tension on there that it's cramming that bracket back against the stop, so it is fully relaxed. I'm going to take our components, put them back on. Double check your throw, get your spring put back on. So with your caliper adjusted, you should still have some wiggle room for your pads. The caliper shouldn't shift side to side. The rotor's gonna slide across, it will rub, but this will put your pads in a great spot. They are ready to be activated. They don't have to be pushed up to the rotor in order to be activated. They are ready to go. Your braking response will be pretty much immediate, and that's what you want. You don't want to have to wait around for your brakes to work. Now that you've got your components reinstalled, get your brakes bled, you'll be pleasantly surprised at the improvement of your rear brakes. Thanks for joining us for today's tech tip. If you have any questions, please give us a call. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about us. Join us on the next video. I have no idea what we're going to be doing, but you'll love it.